This is your forms of energy review or uses of energy review for your test that will be on Friday. Name an item that uses electrical energy to produce sound and light. You could choose any item you want. Be creative, choose what you want. I'm going to write down answers that I think of. For this one, I would think a television because you have to be able to see the screen and you also have to be able to hear it. So a TV. Name an item that produces thermal energy. Remember, thermal energy can be something that is extremely hot, something that is warm, and something that is cold. It does not always mean that things are heating up. It could mean that things are cooling down. For this one, I will use a refrigerator. Or fridge. What type of energy do batteries produce? Batteries are used for items that we need electricity, so they produce electrical energy. Okay, this next question says, what produces thermal and light energy? Sorry, I put or earlier, I meant to put and. You can use a couple of different items for this. I'm going to use the most obvious, a fire. A fire is hot, so it produces thermal energy, and it also brightens up a dark area, whether you're outside or inside. So it produces light energy as well. The Earth receives two forms of energy from the sun. The sun is hot; it heats up the Earth. The sun also lights up the Earth, both in the daytime and at night. The moon's light, the moon doesn't actually have light, it's a reflection of the sun. You guys know that another word for thermal energy is heat. Energy that is transmitted by vibrations in the air. That's going to be sound energy. An energy that can be sensed by the eye is called light. Remember, light is anything that you can see or that allows you to see is going to be light energy. We've already talked about this next one, but again, energy that causes a change in temperature, whether it's something becoming extremely hot or something becoming extremely cold, is going to be thermal energy. So the blacked out lines you see, the black lines that you see are just covering up ones that we've already done, and I had to switch to a new slide to continue. Energy produced by a power source, that is going to be electrical. So anything that I can plug in, anything that needs batteries, those are power sources. Those use electrical energy. Our next one, energy that travels as waves through the air or water and vibrates the eardrum upon contact. You have some key words in there. Vibrates being one of them, and eardrum being the other. What vibrates that you use with your ears, that is energy, because that's what your whole test is about, would be sound energy. And our last one on this page is energy that is produced by a moving part, which would be mechanical. So anything that moves is mechanical. Remember, mechanical is energy of motion, and kinetic is going to be energy in motion. So it does not have kinetic energy unless it is literally moving at that specific time. Mechanical energy is the ability to move, the ability to have that motion. For this next part, we're just going to label the types of energy being produced by these pictures. I know energy can't be created or destroyed, but produces the best way we have to say this. So all I want to know is what energy is coming out of these objects. For the first one, we have a lamp with the light on. Because I know that that light bulb inside that lamp, if I leave it on, is going to get extremely hot. I know that there is thermal energy, and I can see the light being produced, so I know that there is light energy Those would be the two that I write on the paper. The TV. I know that TV has a light bulb inside of it. That light bulb allows me to see the screen. So it's definitely producing light. I know that it's also going to produce sound because most people don't like to just watch the TV and not have a clue what the people are saying. So light and sound energy. And our last picture is of a windmill being blown by the wind. We are going to assume that this object is also in motion. So since that wind is blowing the windmill's blades and the windmill's blades are turning, I know it's using mechanical energy. And because if the wind is blowing, those blades are moving, I know it's also using kinetic energy. Our last section wants to know what type of energy is being used by the people in the pictures below. The little girl is trying to cook a marshmallow over a campfire. So I know that she is using heat energy. Yes, the fire is producing light, but she's really using the thermal or the heat energy. Our next picture is of a guy throwing out food from his refrigerator. Let's see, I know a refrigerator is electrical, so we're using electrical energy. I know that in order to throw out food, he is moving his arm, which is mechanical energy. And I know that a fridge is extremely cold. We use it to keep foods cool, which would be mechanical energy. Which would be thermal energy. So he's using electrical, mechanical, and thermal energy. There is a possibility that he's using light energy, and there's a shadow on the ground that could lead us to believe that, but I'm just not quite sure in this picture. This last picture is of two kids riding their bikes. I know that in order for their bikes to move, they have to be pumping their feet. They have to be moving. Since I know they're moving, that would be mechanical energy. Make sure you put this review in your backpack and you keep it with you, bring it to school, because you'll have some time to study in class, study at home, go around your house, tell your parents what types of energy they're using in their day-to-day lives, whether they're cooking, cleaning, maybe they're singing in the shower. Let them know what kind of energy they're using because it's going to help you prepare for your tests.